Alien. Opener in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Daddy.
Wait a minute, there's movement. Seems to have life. Organic life.
Welcome to the worst movie ever made, an experimental movie podcast designed with one thing in mind: to find the worst movie ever made. In this case, the best movie ever made. I'm your host, Chris Hockman. I'm joined by my co-host and fellow mad scientist, Rob Scucci and Bob Hasek. Hey guys, how are you? And why are we doing Alien?
We're doing Alien for one specific reason. Is we are coming off of our sequel season where we recapped our back catalog by covering sequels to films we have done in the past. In this case, we've done Alien versus Predator. We've done Predator. We've done Aliens with James Cameron's $$ and Bill Paxton. So we figured it'd be a cute little way to end the season and put a bookend on it by going and doing a good movie that was also an OG. And here we are with Aliens.
Started it all.
Alien. I keep saying Aliens, but it's Alien, singular.
Don't.
With no $ S. James Cameron.
Just one.
This is Ridley Scott. Scott-free Productions. Hell yeah. Bob, how are you? On the verge of death, it looks.
This is Sir Ridley Scott. It's such a superior movie. I can't believe I allowed you guys to do Aliens as a good movie because this is so much better.
Well, we know we're doing this as
the... Yeah.
This is such a perfect movie. I love
it. It is perfect.
So let me explain
it pretty amazing.
As nicely as I can.
Okay. So I'm so confused with the bumpers now. Okay, so we are on explanation. That's just a regular bumper. Okay.
Ooh. Yes. Bob, it's time for your explanation.
I told you to stop rubbing my ears.
Huh. Bob?
Oh, right.
All right. I took some liberties with one word. See if you can figure it out.
All right.
Okay, this is about Alien. Here we go. Ridley renders a rival restrial who raids.
I wonder which one.
Rumbles.
Can you start up after restrial because there's laughing and I can't hear.
Oh, my bad.
If you make me laugh, I'm going to cough. God damn it. Okay, so after restrial was who raids and rumbles relentlessly until Ripley, racked with revenge, releases the rival to ruthless reentry.
Can you repeat after revenge? I'm getting lag on my computer. It's a new tradition. Racked with revenge.
Releases the rival to ruthless reentry.
He's racked, all right.
It's only on Tuesdays that my computer just doesn't fucking work. Ridley renders a rival restrial who raids and rumbles relentlessly until Ripley, racked with revenge, releases the rival to ruthless reentry.
You know,
it's restrial.
You know,
which one? Yeah, which one was the stretch, Bob? Please,
you know, there's no R
cough
words
it up.
that represent aliens. There's no R words, Rob, that represent aliens.
I mean, I can think of a couple.
Anyway,
all right.
Here we go.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Bob. Wow. Throwing that one out early.
that was from my dad. That was from my dad who raised me. Here we go. A space crew is awakened from cryosleep because of a distress signal. The signal forces the crew to come face to face with alien eggs, and one crew member becomes impregnated, for lack of a better term, with an alien. Mm-hmm. The alien is born, grows quickly, hunts down the crew, but is eventually vanquished by an unlikely protagonist. Everyone knows who. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that.
Okay.
Because it was so well done, like so well. I'll talk really about production.
All right,
but as is a rule, the shorter and more succinct the explanation, the better the movie. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Well,
it makes sense that was short and sweet.
famously, it was billed as Jaws, but in space.
And yeah,
I see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
our God is an awesome God. And it's right there on me. All right. Anyway, Rob, why don't we throw it to your best YouTube comment?
Yeah, but I'm just gonna say the word best over worst because I don't have a bumper.
Nice. Nailed it.
Watching this now for the first time in years. This is for it was a trailer on YouTube, and I was doing the comments off that. Watching this now for the first time in years, the actors are superior compared with today's such types. It's what made the movie work is that the characters acted so every day. Back then, most actors usually had stage or theater or Broadway experience, is what made them so darn good and believable. So I tried doing something here. Because most of the comments were on the trailer itself, which is like a phenomenal trailer too. But
yeah, of course.
mostly we see mentally unwell people praising bad movies. But I figured,
Right.
you know, since the comments for good movies on YouTube are pretty much like, "Oh, this movie's great, understated classic."
Yeah.
It's not understated. It's not underrated. It's rated. Like it's good. People
Right.
know
It
had a cultural impact. So I try to. This is like I had trouble reading this out loud, just because the way I had to read it. So there we go. Alien. People like it. Apparently, they only made it good actors in one era of film. Like I don't get the mindset. Like every era is simultaneously a golden era and a shit era. It just depends on how deeply you want to dig.
Jeez, man.
Most people, I find it funny that most people think music stops being good when after they stopped digging for it when they were a teenager. You know, it doesn't make sense to me. Yeah.
Well,
and
they always,
that is true.
They always say
Just
always say when they've had the most sex, that's when the music was the best. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
But I don't believe that to be true. Because
I can see those going hand in hand, though.
I should know about not having sex for a long time, but still listening to great music.
All right.
All right, nice.
Slow motion,
So thanks for that. You know what? I gotta have some more of that, Bob. Why don't we throw it to your worst production so you can explain more of what you mean?
But it's best.
I know. I know. I know.
Oh, I'm going to do best production. I am. See here.
Oh yeah, true. Yes.
We don't. Do we have?
I didn't say that.
Test number 5.
3, 1, 2.
Best production.
Yeah, let's stop numbering things.
We are not professionals. We are amateur professionals. No. Go ahead, Bob.
It's funny because for the best movies, we have the worst production value.
Yeah. It's called flipping the script.
My best production has a main tagline, but then I have a couple of offshoots. And then I'm going to be quiet after this for a while because my voice is like dying.
All right.
So first, my main tagline is unknown lead.
Yeah.
And in parentheses, I'll say influenced by Star Wars, 2001, and Texas Chainsaw. Because that's a fact. It was. Those were the 3 main influences the director cited. Which all had unknown lead actors. Like all of them did. So anyway, Ridley Scott said that when he cast Ripley, it came down to Sigourney Weaver and Meryl Streep. No shit.
Oh, no.
And those 2 were actually college friends at Yale. But Weaver was offered the job because Streep was actually mourning the death of her partner at the time of casting.
Okay.
And then when he cast Ripley with Sigourney Weaver, he invited several women from the production office to watch screen tests to get like a female perspective. And the women were unanimously impressed with the unknown Sigourney Weaver. And they said, she reminds us of Jane Fonda. She's a strong woman. We like her. Also, Ripley, which is Sigourney Weaver's character, is the company representative in the movie, right? which is rarely seen as the hero. Like the corporate rep is never seen as like the person we want to save us. But
yeah, we'll get into that.
The thing that was so brilliant about this, she was the last character to even deliver a line in the movie. Like everyone else had a line before she did.
Yeah.
And then for like a good controlling percentage of the movie, there was never a main character introduced. Everyone was kind of evenly shot. Yeah. Right. And then only when like the last person died, Sigourney Weaver was the last one left. It's like, oh, well, she must be the main character. So we all grew up knowing that Ripley was the hero and that Sigourney Weaver was the main person. But can you imagine seeing this for the first time in 1979 or 1980 and not knowing the lore? Like, I wish I could have seen that. Like, that would have been like mind blowing. Like, just not knowing through the whole movie where it was going. You know, it kind of like Texas Chainsaw. Like Texas Chainsaw, nobody was like standout. One person was having to survive. You know.
Yeah.
Also, this is two quick things. Since we're talking about pre-production, Ridley Scott had to wait a long time for the budget to be determined by Fox or whoever produced this. So he decided to storyboard the whole movie, like with artwork and like scenes, and then sent to the studio. And the studio was like, "Holy shit, this looks even better than we thought. We're doubling the budget."
Fuck yeah!
Oh, sick.
Just based on his storyboards, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And
man.
In terms of actual production, Ridley Scott, the director, did all the handheld camera work by himself.
Wow.
Like,
Jesus.
how as a director are you going to know you get your vision if you don't do it yourself? That's impressive. I just think
that is crazy.
All those things together make it best production, and that I'm going to bow out for a while now.
And then he had to go make Napoleon like 2 years ago, which no one fucking watched.
Hey, he's old. Hey, look, what's his name?
I didn't want to see it. But...
Coppola?
What the hell? Yes. Yeah, thank
Megalopolis.
Driver.
No. This is... No. Yeah, this is what happens, unfortunately, to actors and directors alike, you know?
Yeah.
They try to hit one more home run, and instead they, like, tear both shoulders.
Tarantino's got it right. Just like his next one's his last one. Good for him. Just like rest on your fucking laurels.
He said 10 movies, right?
Yeah. Nothing wrote with that.
He's been waiting a while. He needs to step it up. Like
he wrote one and then he scrapped it.
He said he was doing 10 movies. That's it.
Yeah. He wrote and casted the movie critic and then was like, nah, I don't want to do that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's on, but he's good in my opinion. Yeah. All right, let's throw it to our next segment. This is our big, beefy, chunky one, and we hope that you enjoy this new format. We're digging it. This one's called Piece by Piece of Cake.
Yeah. Can I just on the regular show, it's piece by piece of shit, and we didn't have a bumper yet. I made one for both of them, so can I play them in order? Can I do piece by piece?
Of course you can.
Shit?
We always play our bumpers even when they don't.
Cool. Here's piece by piece of shit, which will now be at the regular show.
Baby, this ain't it. Piece by piece of shit.
And the reason I'm giving you guys context is because I did the thing where I record the original song and then I just edit myself in saying like the correct thing over it. So
nice.
So here's piece by piece of cake.
Baby, this is it. Piece by piece of cake.
I felt like without the context, people wouldn't get that. So there you go. Okay.
Yeah, it's very Trey Parker.
Are you going to re-record with a little bit? Not re-record. Are you going to re-edit with a little bit of Crow in there, or no?
Probably. I think so. Because our battlefield, right? The piece of cake.
Yeah, with the cake, piece of cake. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that too. But I was talking about
that was our buddy. What's his name?
I'll incorporate a clip in probably.
What's the guy? Kim Coates, the guy that's our buddy. That's in like so many movies.
What else was he in that we watched? I forget now the movie.
Well, for Rob and I, Waterworld.
Oh,
he's in that.
Was it like Carpool?
Something like that.
He was in something else. Yeah. Was he the husband?
He was like a cop.
Yeah. I think we thought it was Kim Coates, but it wasn't.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with Alien, though.
We're on tangent, and we're trying to hurry up for Bob. All right, so we open in the Nostromo, which, by the way, I meant to look up what that means. I hate the name Nostromo. It just sounds really dumb.
Yeah, they could have called it like the Starfucker or like the Cloud Banger or something,
Shotgun Blast or something.
Shotgun Blast.
We open in the Nostromo, a ship headed back to Earth after a mining expedition. Humans are waking up from hypersleep. So, you've seen this in movies before, but this might have been the first to do it. Probably not. Soon to discover that they've only completed half of their journey.
Mm-hmm.
Bummer. You wake up, from 8 months of sleep, and you're like, good, we're home. And then you realize you're still, 87 million miles or light years or something, that would suck. This is me, the guy who's like talking about junk science and how much I hate it when they use it in movies, and I have no idea like how light years work. But anyway, the computer called Mother has been alerted to a so-called distress signal. So our humans decide to respond, possibly save some lives, stranded people elsewhere. I gotta say though, catch-all moment for me, the tech. It just sucks that like older movies couldn't imagine better tech, because they show the computers and they're like still like giant keyboards with like gray and green screens. Like the computers
you know what,
still
though?
look
Here's how you fix that in your mind,
like
though.
Computers from the 80s.
Because the new stuff is never stable. You got to use legacy software when you're doing like these kind of missions. So it makes sense.
I mean, we did only go to the moon with it.
What I'm saying though is like whatever's in the iPhone is able to power like what helped with the moon landing. But like, would you trust an iPhone to do that? No, you trust like the fucking green and black screen.
I guess I don't know. I guess I would want the most current technology to help me.
Yeah.
Whatever NASA's got now, not like F-16 launch to the moon program.
Only if it was tested a lot.
I'm just saying Windows XP is way more stable than 11, but I digress.
Well, you've got me there. Hey, look, it's Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah.
In home. In whatever his name is. So what ages well for me, every set is super dark and very spaceship like realism. Very it looks to me like a dirty, like used for company time ship that's
Working
like
class.
darkly lit and just looks fucking cool. Yeah.
Yeah. It does.
Really good set design. So the ship decides to land, right? As it lands, it takes on some distress and some damage. So back in the recesses of the ship, Ripley, played by Sigourney Weaver, which Bob told us already, checks out the status of the ship with the mechanics. And that leads us to this oddly like charming back and forth. This is our second clip of the day. This one's called Rip.
And it's because I feel ripped off.
Hey, Ripley! Hey, Ripley, I want to ask you a question. If they find what they're looking for out there, does that mean we get full shares?
Don't worry, Parker, You'll get whatever's coming to you.
Look, I'm not going to do any more work. We get this straightened out.
Brett, you're guaranteed by law to get a share.
What?
Why don't you just fuck off?
What? What'd you say, Rip?
If you have any trouble, I'll be on the bridge.
Hey, Ripley, come back here!
Son of a bitch.
What's the matter?
I love how they just like turn off the wind turbine shit that's going on. Like it looks like, because they know the ship is like half destroyed or whatever. Yeah. It looks like they're in there and like the air is just coming through because the ship is damaged, but then they just turn it off because they like she left, so now they just want to have like regular conversation. So they were like giving her a lot of shit. She was giving shit back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Camaraderie.
I just like these characters. I like them a lot.
That's my whole thing of the movie. And I said the same thing about Predator, which you can find at www.theworstmovieevermade.com for another good movie we did in the past. It's the it's the mundanity of it. It's like the routine, the muscle memory.
Yeah, but it's not boring.
It's not boring, but it's like
it's not
they
boring
don't
for
have
us.
they don't have the exposition dump because like they walk into it's like when you walk into the house with like you got a kid under your arm, you got like groceries like all up your other arm, and like you know exactly where to throw the key, flip the light switch, like put this down, put that down, this goes in this cabinet, this goes in this part of the and it's like because you have that routine on lock, you can carry a conversation about other shit because you're so locked in just from the the routine of it, and they do that really well. You learn how the characters cope with their routine rather than being like, oh, this is the buttons we have to hit on this thing when they just walk in and start flipping shit, and it works. Yeah,
the like nonchalance shows that this is like a routine episode for them.
Yeah,
not for us as viewers of this like spaceship for the first time and how it works, but like good point. So the crew sends out a team to find the origin of the distress signal and maybe some spare parts to help repair the ship. Who knows? They discover an alien spacecraft and chance exploring it, but the transmission back to the mothership is dropped in the process. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Not good. I don't know how it would help, but it's got to drop off because we need to know that something bad's going to happen, and that's a good tip off.
You know what's going to happen? Something that's really... All right, go ahead.
Oh, Battlefield made its appearance here. Awesome.
Crap lousy.
So while searching, Kane discovers a huge alien body glued to a control panel. So we're going to throw it to a clip that shows us just that. This is alien life form.
Amazing. Alien life form. Looks like it's been dead a long time. Fossilized. Looks like it's grown out of the chair. Bones have been outward. Like he exploded from inside.
I wonder what happened to the rest of the crew.
Yeah, and cool, right? Like we get this giant alien human thing that we come to find out in Prometheus is actually a human. Just like us, but like some form of it. And then okay, I'm just gonna say it now because I don't know when else to say it. But did you know how like deep xenomorph lore goes?
I don't care, but I know. I do know
that there's like 100 different xenomorph types, and a lot of them are bred with humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they have sex together and shit like that. I didn't really know that until recently.
I didn't like that new wave of Alien with like what's it? It was Prometheus, and then what was the one after that? Resurrection.
Michael Fassbender banger.
Yeah. I heard
those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Face banger.
Finger banger?
Face banger?
Face banger.
Fucker?
All the holes.
Yeah. Yeah. Every one of them. Impregnate the throat. Anyway, so this dude presses on Kane after he finds the giant alien. He presses on. He finds a bunch of eggs. Bob mentioned this already. And he's undeterred. He just studies it and sees that there's shit moving inside of it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? So that's where the opening clip happens. One that we tried to attack you with, grab your attention with, grab your face and pull it to our screens so that we can impregnate you with our facts and information.
Yeah.
So the thing latches onto his face. Lambert and Dallas bring Kane back after the facehugger grabs his face for surgical removal of this thing, but Ripley refuses to let him in. That leads to an intense scene that demonstrates Ripley's knack for knowing how to survive. So she's good. She's good, and you can tell already. But this is kind of where you were saying, Bob, that she's sort of a corporate stooge in this moment, which is weird.
Yeah, you don't know how to read it. I haven't seen it before. Yeah,
she seems like kind of a bitch in this, but just
anal
if you're
retentive.
me and you already know that she is
She's
the
right.
hero, then you know she's right. But to your point earlier, Bob, you don't know that yet.
Yeah, I would have.
So
How satisfying!
Seems like a bitch.
How satisfying would it be, to Bob's point, to see this in theaters in 1979 for the first time? You're like, that fucking bitch. Like, and then
Yeah,
oh,
right.
Wait, no, she's good. She's cool. She's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Like, maybe there's a reason for like corporate structure and shit.
Stick up her ass.
Yeah,
back then
quarantine
or
yeah.
pre-Reagan.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's throw it there to this clip that demonstrates just that with Hatch.
Hey, Ripley.
Right here.
We're clean. Let us in.
What happened to Kane?
Something has attached itself to him. We have to get him to the infirmary right away.
What kind of thing? I need a clear definition.
An organism. Open the hatch.
Wait a minute. If we let it in, the ship could be infected. You know the quarantine procedure.
24 hours for decontamination.
He could die in 24 hours. Open the hatch.
Listen to me. If we break quarantine, we could all die.
Could you open the goddamn hatch? We have to get him inside.
No.
I can't do that, and if you were in my position, you'd do the same.
Ripley, this is an order. Open that hatch right now. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Ripley, this is an order. You hear me?
Yes. I read you. The answer is negative.
In the hatch open.
Oh, that fucking android.
Cold-hearted bitch.
Cold-hearted
You know
android.
what's cool too? Is
Yeah,
the guy with the
I know.
right. I was gonna say, the guy with the English accent that you don't know is an android yet seems like the stiff corporate stooge so far, and he even lets her in, which really might have at this point made you want to hate Ripley a little bit, so that you could
totally.
do that that tornado.
Definitely.
Yeah,
No question.
Like, we let them out of vote, and this is how they fucking repay us.
Fuck, man. So yeah, Ripley knew not to let it in, but Bilbo decides to do that anyway. So the surgery begins to get the facehugger off of this dude's face. What I love about it, and you'll see this in the clip, but I wanted to just say this so that you know what to zoom in on. I love when they take off the helmet and the facehugger like tightens its grip on his throat.
Yeah,
because it makes it. It makes it. Makes it.
I don't know what you're asking me to click.
The thing that you always make fun of me for saying too much.
Does it start with an S and end with sentient?
Yeah, sentient. Sentient. Yeah, it makes it sentient.
Okay.
Chris,
which is just cool.
Did you mention,
what?
Since you mentioned taking off the spacesuits, I have one literal catch-all that I want to bring up. Those spacesuits, Thomas Garrett and John Hurt and that Veronica Cartwright, they were big, bulky things. And they were lined with nylon with no outlets for breath or condensation. So they were working under hot studio lights and in conditions like over 100 degrees. They spent most of their time passing out. And a nurse had to be on hand.
Christ, really?
Like to supply them with oxygen, not like Seagal.
Steven Seagal with his little balloons.
Yeah.
Right.
But after Ridley Scott and the cinematographer, like they brought their children in to be in the suits for the long shots because there were so many long shots, and even they passed out. But
what the fuck? That's child abuse, dude.
Labor.
Well, it was
Holy shit.
Yeah. So I thought that was like fucked up, but also like
they would never get away with that now.
Yeah.
No.
The kids would have lawyers suing their own parents.
Yeah.
These days. So yeah, they try to remove it, and Kane, like from Kane's face, and they slice into the finger, and it pours acid out, and it goes through levels of the ship. This is more of like kind of a. It's not super pertinent to the story, but you might want to know that. It also like makes the cutting off of the thing like super risky to do. The Bilbo retreats to his lab to collate, and Ripley confronts him about letting the creature in. What? Bob's giving me head shit with the shakes.
You're calling him Bilbo. He's fucking Ian Holm. He's famous for way more than your movie series that you love so much.
I fucking knew that was going to piss him off. Okay, so here is a clip where Sigourney and Bilbo go at it. This is called Risk.
Funny, what does it mean?
Please don't do it. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's an interesting combination of elements, making him a tough little son of a bitch.
And you let him in.
I was obeying a direct order, remember?
Ash, when Dallas and Kane are off the ship, I'm senior officer.
Oh, yes, I forgot.
You also forgot the Science Division's basic quarantine law.
No, that I didn't forget.
Oh, I see. You just broke it. Huh?
Look, what would you have done with Kane? Hmm? You know his only chance of survival was to get him in here.
Unfortunately, by breaking quarantine, you risk everybody's life.
Maybe I should have left him outside. Maybe I've jeopardized the rest of us, but it was a risk I was willing to take.
It's a pretty big risk for a science officer. It's not exactly out of the manual, is it?
I do take my responsibilities as seriously as you know. You do your job.
And let me do mine.
Yeah, just super well acted there. I like the confrontation. Because again, like who's in the right at this point?
Nobody knows.
You know, like. And you know what else it does? It makes Bilbo seem like more of a real corporate scientist, like a real human. You know, it masks the not that you were waiting for the android, but you know, like
but
it makes him seem pretty human.
I rewatched this like a couple of years ago for the first time in a long time, knowing Ian Holm was the robot. And I watched that scene like, did she know? I couldn't figure it out because she's like, is that protocol? Like, shouldn't you just be following protocol because you're an android? Like, I liked that ambiguity.
Yeah.
Even though I already knew he was, I read into it, seeing that they still didn't give it away quite. You know.
Yeah. I like that, but Parker knows that he's like. Parker definitely doesn't know that he's and neither does Lambert. We know for sure Parker doesn't know that he's an android because he's like, he's an android after he like bashes his head in. Yeah. So I don't know. Why would Sigourney know if Parker and Lambert know?
But I feel like she might know there's one on the ship and that's always the science officer. I don't know.
I read it as she didn't know. I thought she was just talking. I thought she was just using clinical terms like protocol because he's a scientist and they're dry.
I'm not saying it's an Easter egg. I'm just saying it made me.
I got you.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Third time, it made me like question. Just
This is why we like your brain, though, Bob. Always probing the deepest voids of space with that massive.
It's all that social studies that I teach.
Like a true mathematician.
Social studies. That's a new one on me. I hadn't thought to accuse you of
social
such a
science
thing yet.
Sorry.
So we find out that Kane is free of his alien deep throat session, and the crew searches in the infirmary for the creature. And they do find it dead. It like falls on Ripley because it was like just barely hanging out by a thread above her, apparently, like a spider would do. Yeah. Like one of those the skeleton like spiders that hang in your off your ceiling or whatever.
Yeah.
So then they go about dissecting it.
Mm-hmm.
Ripley, of course, wants to err on the side of caution, but Ash and Dallas decide to keep it on board. Awesome. Kane, meanwhile, is doing miraculously better. Everyone celebrates over dinner and a show. Here is this iconic clip from Alien. If you don't already know what we're about to show you, then you are not a movie fan, so thank you so much for sticking with us, because if you don't like movies and you're hanging out with us, we must be pretty damn good. This is Coming Back Up.
Hey Bob, the way your lighting looks right now, by the way, you look like the Queen video for Bohemian Rhapsody.
I do. It's my black shirt, man.
He really does.
The first thing that I'm going to do when I get back is to get some decent food.
I can dig it, man. I'm telling you, I'm eating birch fruit and Elizabeth. Then I'm tasting better, you know what I'm saying? The other one over there.
You pound down the stuff like this.
Listen, I'd rather be eating something else, but right now I'm thinking food.
Well, you just know you know what it's made of.
No, man. I don't want to talk about what it's made of. I'm eating this. What's the matter? The food ain't that bad, baby.
What's wrong?
Ripping on him until his final breath.
What?
Hey, what's the I'm trying!
You know what's
right.
so behind the scenes? We talk about this occasionally, but for bandwidth purposes, we just listen along to these clips and then we add like the video and post for the audience at home. And like whenever it's just grunting and heavy breathing, it's just I don't know. It's kind of hot.
It's hard not to get teased a little bit. The cave hub climax, that we're all experiencing here.
I mean, they say
so
historically they say that she did not know the blood was going to squirt her in the face, and that reaction that she had, Lambert, was authentic.
Good,
cool.
That's lore in this.
Love
movie.
that. It's like another amazing 70s movie because the 70s was like the best time for cinema, the golden age, if you will, Rob. But the pea like soup that gets spit on the priest that doesn't know it's coming, the guy in real life. Pretty cool.
That's sweet. It's sweet.
So they show Ash again and again as this is happening, as if he knows something about the splosies that are coming up here. The alien escapes, and now we have to find it somewhere in the bowels of the ship. So now comes. It reminds me of Predator. It's funny you say that, but like this is where the next obvious phase of the movie comes in, and it's not a trope, but like it's a fun, and we know what we're in for. Now we have to find the little alien, and kill it.
In these
the next little while of the movie,
these dark, dank corridors where things can jump out from behind, between, underneath, and above everything. Right. And they don't know if they can multiply or not, or what. It's just it bleeds acid. If they wounded it during that altercation, is it going to drip on them? And there's lots of shit going through their heads that they never really expound upon. But it's in your head as a viewer, going like, oh, okay, they're not safe, and that's nice.
Yeah. Also, I feel like if you bleed acid, like if humans took on this defense mechanism, like we wouldn't be able to like live in houses and shit like that, because like. Like I've gotten blood all over my house before, my workplace. I hate to say, not Jersey Mike's, but other places.
Yeah. Well, I imagine
if it were acid,
is resistant to the acid.
Yeah.
I suppose it's a symbiotic, like let's grow together relationship. Shelter and blood.
but then again, if humans ever had the power of flight, but it expended as much energy as running, you'd see nobody flying. They'd still call Ubers because they're fucking lazy.
Damn.
So I don't know.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. Now we're on the chase. So what ages well for me is the cat. What a good way on the subject of budget. What a good way to get jump scares. Cats are the best way to get jump scares out of a movie, because you know what they'll do for you? They will hiss at you and like jump out and meow and like they almost know what they're doing as far as like direction.
Yeah.
Ridley Scott's like, all right, little Mr. like adorable little Mr. Jones, like jump out of there and go meow. and like real menacing, and like cats do that. So like it's a good way to get jump scares for like, what does a cat cost? Like $30?
Nothing. If it dies on set, you just go out to like any alley where there's food in a dumpster, and then you could just like
and then
the takings for you.
Put some milk out there,
a little saucer.
Bring a net.
Yeah,
and you're good. So Brett the mechanic chases the cat because he let the cat go. And the reason we don't want the cat free is because the motion detector is going to go off. Yeah. We're going to see the cat on the motion detector. So we got a cat, so we know the cat's not the alien, right? So Brett goes chasing after the thing, and he finds scraps of alien skin, like shed from a snake, which is kind of gross and fun. And like, what are you doing picking up that like alien skin, you fucking idiot? And like you kind of deserve to die now. But I will say, Bob, you mentioned this before. Aliens, these xenomorphs, they grow a little too quick, I think, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that's that. When we're talking about Alien, the rules are out the window because they're not Earth rules.
Yeah,
we're familiar with.
But if you grow to that size that fast, that means your lifespan is not very long.
Well, that's possibly true, but we don't know that because it all happens in this course of a very short time.
It has to be long. It has to be long, though.
It happens during this period of time and under these specific conditions, and they've hinted enough, going like survival's their instinct over everything else. So it could just be that version before the sequels came out. That version of the xenomorph is like unique to its captivity on that specific ship.
And look how many eggs there were, and I think that's why they sent the message out to make sure they could infect somebody to keep the race going.
Yeah.
But exactly why I'm at a crossroads, though, because the eggs gestate for how many hundreds of years. Yeah. At least very many months, and then it's like 2 days, not even.
The thing is just like throbbing impatiently, waiting for the right seed to catch.
Those little Facehuggers, Michael Facehucker,
waiting for the. Waiting for the.
I need little Michael Facehuggers. So Brett goes bye. Yeah, he finds the skin, and then like they're in this really interesting room where it's like raining.
Yeah,
on the mothership, which I kind of like that it was raining in the room. That was cool. They go back out, but this time with fire weapons. They're going to find this thing that they know is bigger, and they're going to bring incendiary devices. Another great jump scare coming up as Dallas goes through the pipe logic nightmare of a ventilation system. This is by Dallas.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Am I Claire Lambert? I want to get the hell out of here.
Oh, God, it's moving right towards you. Move! Get out of there! Towards you, move! Down! Move down! Move down! Get out! Oh. No, not that way! The other way! God! Dallas? No.
Take it easy. Dallas? We found this laying there. No blood. No Dallas. Nothing.
Cool. No Dallas, no nothing. Sets it up for a little later. You'll know why. We're chatting a bit. If you haven't seen this movie, again, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I don't know what you're doing watching this pod. If you are watching an Alien pod and you haven't watched Alien, go watch it. It's fucking awesome.
It's worth your time.
Come back.
It's one of few movies. One of few movies over 2 hours with the director's cut that like I don't check the little bar on the bottom to see how far along it is.
Right? Yeah. No need. Okay. Ripley, Ash, Parker, and Lambert make a new plan, but Ripley has a suspicion, so she follows it up in the computer room right next to Jean-Claude Van Damme. I think we're in the back corridors of a club, maybe. And then she finds out that Ash knew about the aliens and is actively attempting to escort one of those back to Earth. Humans be damned. Which is pretty cool. Ash then catches her right back at you and attacks, but one more time. Now, who's in charge? I'm in charge here. Parker and Lambert interrupt, and now we have a full-out brawl. They tussle, and the humans get the better, beating Ash's head off. He's an android. What the fuck? And he's mostly dead.
And then they hotwire him.
Yeah.
Well, no, just
say they turn him back on, Rob, and they ask advice on how to kill the alien, and leads them to this very intriguing conversation. This is morality.
What was your special order?
You read it. I thought it was clear.
What was it?
Bring back life form. Priority 1. All other priorities rescinded.
Damn company. What about our lives, you son of a bitch?
I repeat, all other priorities are rescinded.
How do we kill it, Ash? There's gotta be a way of killing it. How do we do it?
You can't.
Bullshit.
You still don't understand what you're dealing with, do you? Perfect organism.
A robot with attitude.
Its structural perfection is matched only by its hostility.
Yeah, just wait, Bob.
Admire it.
I admire its purity. A survivor. Unclouded by conscience, remorse, or delusions of morality.
What a fucking dick. Like,
I know. And he's full of creamy weemies, so really good at that.
I know I mentioned Major Pain on this podcast a lot.
All the time, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah. But like, when they're like, what about the objective? And he's like, did I stutter? Pop your titty out his mouth. Anywho, that would be funny. Anywho, yeah. It's a reach. It's a reach, but I had to get it in there. So
hey, you got to get the Major Pain references in when you can. You got the sickest references everywhere.
Off the chain every time.
Yeah, so sick. So right after that, though, Ian Holm, the actor, playing this android with his head connected to a floor, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I cannot lie to you and tell you that your odds are better than they are, but I do have good news. And then Ripley's like, what's that? And he's like, you have my sympathies. And then he smiles. Like, that is where he goes from like an android to a piece of shit, in my opinion. Because like, priorities rescinded, we get that. Like, he's programmed to just follow the code. But then he throws in an extra fuck you on the end.
A little jab.
Like,
he does.
Yeah, he's like, you have my sympathies because like you're not going to fucking survive this.
Yeah.
No matter what you do. And I enjoy that with a smirk.
Yeah.
You know, that was pretty fucking sick. I thought about clipping that too, but it was just too long a clip. So they decide to take the shuttle home. They blow their mothership. Ripley sends Parker and Lambert for some coolant. Like as much coolant as they can get. And then tries to prepare the shuttle. Little Mr. Jones, little cutie, is still alive. And he demonstrates such with his most adorable little meow. You know? Oh. And then Ripley goes out after him, right?
Yeah.
So here's another thing that ages well for me. Parker and Lambert are on screen, off screen, sort of killed in a surprisingly menacing, way, considering that there's a lack of gory detail. we don't really know what's happening to them, but we know it's fucking awful, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
the fact that they can pull that off, like it might have been a budget. I don't know, but the way they did it,
I think it was a strategic. Just don't
horrifying.
Show the monster because it's scarier.
All right. The self-destruct for just such an occasion as like an alien monster killing everyone on board, is a bit of a trope. But Ripley, always the hero, goes after the screams.
Yep.
Yeah, right. Like, why do you need to blow up the mothership? Like, can you give me a couple good reasons so that we can, like, when we program this in, we like feel good about it. But yeah, Ripley hears the screams, so she goes after them, trying to like save them from both being slaughtered. She goes forward. She goes forward with the plan to save herself after she discovers that they're both dead. And little Mr. Jones.
And me.
Gotta save him too. But in the process, she finds her old friends Brett and Dallas. And it's a downright child traumatizing scene. I know this because I'm speaking from personal experience. My grandparents showed me this movie when I was, 5. This is Wallflowers. Pretty horrific.
Yes. Indeed.
Yeah, they're
I have that Counting Crows song stuck in my head now. Mr. Jones and me.
Tell each other fairy tales. Something about beautiful women. Isn't that song about his dick? Isn't he talking to his dick?
Who the fuck cares?
Don't care.
With his stupid hat, dreadlock thing.
Yeah.
That song was played so much when I was in college. I just wanted to throw up.
Yeah.
And did a few times, but not because of the song.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, well, that's fair. So we have Brett and Dallas there, the ones that are like alive, but like sort of.
Yeah.
They're glued to the wall. My question is, feed bags or surrogate mothers?
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Because either is horrifying.
A little bit of column B. Yeah.
Yeah, like spiders. Keeping them alive.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Sack of spider
or
eggs,
like they plan on like sticking it down their throats again to have another one come popping out the chest, I think. I don't know.
But they can't survive after the chest popping.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't really know. But anyway, here's an anti-trope. She reverses the self-destruct, but it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Usually at 1.
She missed it by a second. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Usually at 1, it stops the process, but she misses it. She's running through the ship in the darkness and occasionally illuminated by alarm flashing lights, and I thought that aged really well. It's super captivating to look at. Just stunning. She climbs into the shuttle and she launches off, hoping to be far enough away from Mom to survive its self-destruction. And now that she's preparing for hypersleep, we get pissed off, guys. We talked about this on in the chat. Where is her ass, Sigourney Weaver? Where is your ass? Where is it?
Yeah, they teased it.
They show the panties she's bending over, and we're like,
you get an inch of butt
Sigourney.
crack. You get an inch of butt crack.
Yeah, I know, but like, it like falls into the pants, like someone drew a line on her back. That's her ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and we're all pissed off about it because we were talking about it, and I was,
I'm okay with it.
I mean,
I didn't lead the charge, but I agree with you guys.
All right, Bob's trying to.
No, I was annoyed too.
It's like Sissy Spacek and Meryl Streep and all the wayfish, Twiggy. It's the 70s.
Yeah,
it's just how the
fuck, man. Not what I'm looking for.
Born in your era, Chris. I know.
I
agree, but
women didn't start farming for like undermeat until like the early aughts and on. It was all about being real skinny, and then around like 2012 to 2016, it was like, okay, we gotta start squatting. That's what the trend I noticed.
And then you can really waggle.
You can really waggle.
Waggle
after.
Yes, of course.
Wiggle waggle.
So the alien is on the ship, guys.
Yeah,
she does have a nice pair of meat maracas, though. I will say,
mammalian protuberances.
Nice meat maracas. She launches the alien out of the ship, and it looks awful. I hate the way it looks. Less of that. Probably less of that. It looks like a human in a black suit hanging off a set.
It is.
And I hate it.
Though, they did so up to that point. They did so well. I had a similar feeling. Like, I felt like this is why you don't show the monster. But it's like, come on.
Yes,
it's Alien.
And I felt that way a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. When he popping out of the chest and then runs across the table, maybe not do the run across the table. Because Spaceballs makes fun of it, and like
maybe
and that goes to show that in the 80s they also thought it looked dumb.
Maybe just pan over to their horrified faces and have like the sound of like something skittering away. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Like Mr. Jones, cute
and me
feet, you know. So yeah, she shoots like the rockets off, and then the alien like gets disconnected, and then Sigourney, and Alien, in my opinion, deserve to give us an outro. She gets the monologue. Bob, you said this. I agree. We planned for this without talking about it, but they've earned it. Here you go. This is Nostromo.
Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting. The other members of the crew: Kane, Lambert, Parker, Brett, Ash, and Captain Dallas are dead. Cargo and ship destroyed. I should reach the frontier in about 6 weeks. With a little luck, the network will pick me up. This is Ripley, last survivor of the Nostromo. Signing off.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. Sigourney earned it, I thought.
Yeah.
She did really well in this movie. They wanted to give her that last speech. I think it was well deserved. Great job, Alien. That's the end of our chunky piece of cake segment. Let's throw it to what we're watching.
Okay, give me
not fact or no fact.
Oh, fact or no fact? Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you're totally right. That is the next segment.
God damn it, Chris!
Nowadays are way too concerned with their shiny, tiny machines than they are with the simple joys of living.
That's a fact. You know what else is a fact? You guys are gonna lose.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I think it's time for fact or no fact. That's what I've been told by Chris.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, I just told you that.
And
yeah,
it's an.
Oh, we got him.
Right.
We got him.
It's an Alien game. I didn't name it anything but Alien because it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's great.
I always think of the 90s or 2000s. I think it's like a erotic thriller called Femalien, and I always think of that as a clever title. So I'll call that. Anyway, I'm gonna read 5 things. One of them's a lie, or at least it's a lie about this movie. Here we go. First one, the set dresser on this film was Bill Paxton before he took to acting.
Okay.
Second one, according to Yaphet Kotto, Ridley Scott told him to annoy Sigourney Weaver off camera so there'd be a genuine tension between them, their characters. Okay, third one.
Okay.
The screech of the newborn alien was voiced by an animal impersonator. Okay. Fourth one. The movie's Hungarian title translates back to English as The Eighth Passenger is the Death. And the fifth one. At the premiere of the movie, religious zealots set fire to the model of the alien or xenomorph, believing it to be the work of the devil.
Wow.
One of those things is not real. See if you can figure it out.
I'm going to say animal impersonator, and here's why. So the screech of the newborn alien was voiced by an animal impersonator. We already know they exploited their own children to get some long tracking shots. So why would they just exploit a real animal
or just, like stick a brand into the back of one of their 12-year-olds,
It's like, okay, no, like they already relieved Mr. Jones of his duties, and then they go back and do the sound and post, and they just grab him and just like break his neck in front of a condenser mic, and whatever noise comes out, they just, I'm just saying, I wouldn't put it past them. I'm not saying I condone this behavior. I'm just saying, I don't doubt
it was
that
it was
79.
Practice. Yeah. That is
just
a
like
cocaine thought.
It's like that was pre spay or neuter your pet's kids, and there's like, oh, we got one extra one right here. Snap.
Right.
So I'm gonna say number 3 is a lie.
Yeah, and then they just take the vent off of the industrial size central air unit and just throw the cat into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just
meanwhile, in between opportunities, John Travolta's just fucking pounding his meat as hard as possible.
Yeah, he's like, oh my god,
animals get killed.
My dogs are so waterlogged.
Someday. All right, Chris.
Chris.
What? Okay, fine. I don't know. Paxton's in the second one, so it's kind of a red herring. I'm going to go with Paxton. I think in our number 1. That sounds false. It does not ring true to me. Go ahead, Bob.
Okay. Here we go. The set dresser on this film was Bill Paxton, but
God damn it,
Oh, Chris, you're gonna be happy. He was employed by the film's art director and future frequent collaborator James Cameron in the movie Galaxy of Terror from 1981, which is a podcast possibility.
Okay,
I've been pitching this for a while.
That's your rosebud for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's a James Cameron, before he was the main director, and it's a piece of shit. And I hate James Cameron. I think he's a piece of shit. So there we go. Okay,
yeah, he kind of is.
Yeah. The Afrikoto was told to be an asshole, and he really regretted this because he totally respected Sigourney Weaver. So props to him, right?
Yeah.
The screech was an animal impersonator named Percy Edwards, and he was personally requested by Ridley Scott, and it was recorded in one take. I love that. That. It's just so great.
Imagine being born and that's your calling. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, I skipped this one because I didn't realize I had it in there. So I had 5, but this was the 6th one that I accidentally forgot to mention. This is the first R-rated movie to receive a tie-in series of toys marketed towards children. That was just...
Ooh,
I forgot to mention that.
That's fun.
I had it italicized as if it was part of something else. So I just...
So it is a fact.
That is a fact, yeah. The Hungarian title did translate as The Eighth Passenger is the Death. And here's the rest of the Hungarian movies translated from Alien. Aliens was translated as The Name of the Planet Death. Alien 3 was Final Solution. Final Solution Death.
Wow.
Alien Resurrection was The Resurrection of Death. It's just it's funny. And then the last one, yes, at the premiere of the movie, religious zealots did set fire to the model of the xenomorph. So yeah, that's a fact. That one I figured you guys would know is a fact because it's the 70s. People were fucking crazy ass religious back then.
And they are now too.
Yeah,
they still are, but
I think my grandma made my mom sufficiently scared of The Exorcist because my mom ended up watching it, I think, while she was high, from what I'm gathering. You tell me, Mom. You're listening because she's one of our many thousands of listeners.
Yes.
So you tell me, were you high when you watched The Exorcist? Because my mom's never watched it again. She was so terrified from The Exorcist that she like warned me never to watch it because she thought it was like maybe actually influenced by the devil or something. Yeah,
it is terrifying.
I saw it for the first time when I was 9, and I've only watched it like 4 times since.
Dude, it's so fucking good. It's my second favorite movie ever made.
Well, we
and
watched
I don't
we
like
watched
horror
it
movies.
We did,
right?
Yeah, well, of course we did. So if you want to hear our thoughts,
and we watched Hellraiser,
amazing.
and Chris was afraid to watch that.
And there's a great Exorcist parody starring Linda Blair reprising her role called Repossessed.
Yeah, Leslie Nielsen's in it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's got Naked Gun stick in it, but she's like, lick me. She turns into a giant ice cream cone.
she just got her car back from the car lot. And misses one more payment. Anyway, okay, so let's throw it to what we're.
Yep.
Oh, Chris won.
Anytime I share things that I like to watch, I get.
That's just
what?
I said Chris won, by the way.
Oh, I don't care.
Anytime I share things that I like to watch, I get.
That's just stupid. That's the best you could come up with.
And this is what we're watching.
Right.
Oil me, Robert. I'm just gonna be fast. Dexter, I think it's called Resurrections, like the new season. We're like 3 episodes in. It's okay. I just feel like it's one of those ones I'm like chained at the hip to. You know, I just have to watch everything. Yeah. I have season tickets, as Bill Simmons would say. Like I have season tickets to Dexter. I just like I bought in early, and now I got to go to every game. You know, because
No, you don't, dude.
Yeah.
Like, shut up for a second. Because Stacy will watch shows and like it has been good in like 9 seasons. Like, then why the fuck are you still watching? It might get good again. That's you. That's you right now.
Season tickets, bro. It's just true.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, I made the mistake. That's why Bill Simmons is a genius, though. I stole a lot of material from him early. Yeah.
All right.
Now that we're super successful, we're like branching off. But season tickets, bro. I bought them to Dexter. I'm watching the new Dexter season. It's actually not bad.
It's
not
good.
Great,
all right.
I'll admit it. Yeah. It's not bad. That's it.
Okay, so I think I mentioned this already in the show, but I've been like sick for like a week plus.
Yeah.
And I didn't have like the energy for about 3 solid days. For about 3 solid days, I couldn't move off the couch. And and Alien, I didn't have the streamer for it, so I couldn't watch that. So I'm like, I want to watch something comforting. So I've been watching Psych. It's a show that came out in 2006.
I heard good things about that.
If you were born between 70 and 80, you really need to watch it. Like, find a way to watch it. But it's not just for that, right? Like, the main characters are my age. It aired in 2006, which is when I turned 30. And the humor holds up, though. Like, I've had recent 8th grade students talk about loving this show. And my daughter, who was only 3 when it came out, she totally digs it. Nice. So I'd say watch. It's on Peacock. And I'm currently nearing the end of season 2 because I always watched it like whenever it was on. So I never knew exactly what season it was. So I just watched episodes sporadically. Yeah. So I'm kind of like working through the seasons. But speaking of my daughter, my lovely daughter turns 22 in 3 days.
All right.
And
happy birthday.
We're going to go thrifting, and I'm going to have her over for Psych and gluten-free mac and cheese. That's what we're doing on Sunday. Even though her birthday's Friday, I get to hang with her Sunday because she's having a proper 22-year-old party with her friends on Friday, which I don't want to go to. So let's, let her have her fun. And
you don't want to show up with like a backwards cap and a skateboard and like try to mingle.
Oh, Beelzebub. That sounds like a bad idea.
Who wants?
Anyway, go ahead, Rob.
Who wants to munch some edibles? He says.
Who wants to get wavy gravy? All right, so I watched The Frighteners on Bob's recommendation. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
Like I said in our text, and I don't even mean it in like an offensive way. I know I kind of come off that way sometimes, but proper use of Parkinson's disease. Like Michael J. Fox, like, you know, he's like Bob said he was suffering through it like during production. But his character
but
is
like,
so
he was like so entertaining in this movie.
His character's so bumbling and like just like kind of like manic that like I feel like Michael J. Fox like knew his condition, like he could like use it to exacerbate
he
like
knew
his
it
character
was, like, setting in. Yeah.
No, I feel like
he used it to
he used his disability to like build stronger characterization, and I really admired that. But it's funny. It's the special effects are like CGI. But like it's not like in a pitch black room CGI like all modern movies where you can't see the fucking screen or anything else that's happening. It's bright and cartoonish and comical, but it still works. It still aged well. And then Sphere, 1996's Sphere. It has a 13% on Rotten Tomatoes.
How bad was that?
It's not 13. We live in this territory, and I wrote a review on it recently, and it's like it's not a great movie, but it's not 13% bad. It's one of those movies where it's like almost 2.5 hours. If they made it 90 minutes and cut out the fat and like just strip some of the ambiguity off of it, it'd be like a fucking like 90%. But you know, I 50 years.
Those are both those movies are from 1996. So which one holds up better? Frighteners, easily.
Frighteners holds up way better because Frighteners you don't need
and Bob was mad at me for calling him Bilbo. You know?
Yeah.
But you know that's Peter Jackson, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's my point. Yeah.
Peter Jackson had a run of horror comedies before that gay shit that you like.
Yeah, he had some good ones.
Wow. Wow. He went there.
It's just not for me.
I got a homophobic guy on one side and a racist dude on the other.
No,
we got Raoul.
Hobbits are happy. They're gay. I didn't mean it like you know.
Oh. Like that.
They have gay little parties and drink out of their gay little teacups, you know?
They're super happy. And that's why,
super happy.
You know, despite the fact that The Fifth Element is one of my favorite movies, Ian Holm will always be Bilbo to me. And that's not because I'm gay, Rob. Happy or no.
Yeah.
Well, you know, good looking guy. Let's throw it to back credit names.
What's that, Bob?
It's one letter away from Bimbo.
Yeah.
It's true. He's not wrong.
Or Dilbo.
6 degrees of Bilbo. All right, here we go. Credit names.
Dildo is 2 letters. Yeah.
I didn't listen. I never listened to these ahead of time, but I really hope it's just. I really hope it's nothing, and then just like you saying Sigourney Weaver.
We'll see.
Right.
Helen Horton.
Never mind.
H.R. Geiger. Sigourney Weaver. Sorry, it's just fucking weird. And Tiny Nichols.
That's a cool name. Yeah, that's a winner.
That's it. Goodbye.
You ever see that meme where it's like the doctor's like, "What do you want to name your kid?" And it's like Newt Gingrich's mother, and she's like Newt Gingrich.
Yeah, it applies to Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah,
it's fucking awesome. Yeah, good reference, bro. Everybody knows you make the best ones. We have no mini game. We have no comparison. But I will say, Unknown Lead really blew me away. Nice job, Bob. You always impress. You know, as a home ec kind of guy, you wouldn't know you have this kind of movie, knowledge in you. But you.
This movie is so impressive. This is one of my favorites in terms of like. If you can put yourself in the situation of seeing it for the first time, even just a little bit,
it's mind blowing. And like,
God,
even watching it without having the luxury of that context, it still holds up. So,
I mean, this came out decades before The Pacifier, right? So it had to be
great. With Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel.
Yes, Vin Diesel.
with vehicle identification number Diesel.
V Diesel.
Yes.
Is that
V Diesel?
Snoop Dogg at the DMV.
Now, Doggy Fizzle Televizzle, that's a show to watch.
Yes. Check that shit out.
Snoop, do you got your VIN number? Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. My Vin Bizzle. All right, so yeah, no comparison. No worst movie. Whatever. Next week.
Thanks to Midge, because we're doing a mailbag season.
Oh,
and
it's Midge.
Midge from Glasgow, right? Glasgow? I don't have the email in front of me.
Midge.
Glasgow, Scotland. Or Glasgow.
Yes. Nice.
Midge, he suggested that we do Freddy Got Fingered. So we are going to kick off season 24, I believe it is, with Freddy Got Fingered, with Frederick Got Phalanged. And yeah. So, and then we're going to be doing a mailbag season, which brings me to, I did not interrupt the show as usual because today's episode of the best movie ever made is brought to you by our mailbag. Want us to review a movie next season? Head on over to www.theworstmovieevermade.com and click the envelope. Wait 9 days for Outlook Express to open and then drop us a line. Or a more direct way to reach us, email us at worstmovieevermade@gmail.com. There's no "the" at the front. We could not get the right domain. Email us, you cowards. Thanks, or something.
Please, yes, or something. Love that.
Yeah.
Thank you for plugging us, by the way. So we'll throw it to Bob's last word, which is definitely restrial. Prove me wrong, Bob.
I was gonna say xenomorph, but I like restrials better. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? It's even better because we know that the restrials are
sentient.
See you next week.
Thanks, Schmaeve, Shay, JK, Slow Drip, Midge, Dustin, and all of you for listening. We love you. Bye, Jelly School. I got a quick question for you guys off air. It has literally nothing to do with the show, so don't worry about it.
Okay. Oh, I was debating if I should say something in response to, but I'll wait till I get off air as well. 1 second.
Bob, can you say Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia?
No. Why?